So did you ever have smart mules and stupid mules?
Huh?
Were there smart mules and stupid mules?
Yes, there was, yeah. Lazy ones and others too.
Okay.
What'd you call the stupid ones?
Huh? Lazy.
It wasn't like a dumbass?
Okay. We
They wasn't
had,
there. They didn't
That
use
was
words
good.
like that in those days.
we had a mare.
You didn't there.
He's trying these jokes.
You know what a mare is? Say,
Yeah?
what's
Yeah.
a mare?
A female horse?
What?
The female duck.
What is
Female-
a mare? M-A-R-E.
A female mule.
Female
I'm
mule.
asking
Okay.
you.
Well, I
Okay.
said female horse. Oh.
That's
It's
a
different.
female
It's
horse.
different.
Female horse.
Come
Okay.
across with a difference
had-
in a mule and a horse.
A female is a mare. We had one named Mag, M-A-G. And Mag, if you breed a horse to a jackass, that's the name of the jackass. A jackass is a male mule.
Hmm.
Horse is a horse.
Of
But
course.
if you breed a jackass to a horse, what do you get?
A mule.
I don't know.
Get the mule.
You get a mule.
Get a mule.
Okay, yeah.
That's how you get a
You
mule.
get a mule.
But isn't a jackass a mule?
No,
Okay.
no.
What is a
The
feature of
donkey
a
with the
mule?
horse to get a-
Yeah.
Okay, what is the feature of a mule?
Well,
Long
it
ears.
can't reproduce, right?
Huh?
It's like a bulldog. It can't reproduce on its
Hey,
own.
hey,
It's
watch
what?
I
A
think
mule
you're
what?
right. I think
It's
you're
like a bulldog. It can't reproduce on its own, right?
He can't what?
Reproduce.
He cannot
Sterile.
reproduce.
Yeah.
Sterile is a word.
He's got.
No,
Okay.
bulldog's not sterile.
Okay.
They just can't
That's
physically.
an example.
Okay.
A horse, let's say, has 20 chromosomes. A mule has, a jackass. A horse has 20 chromosomes. A jackass has something like 18.
Uh-oh.
They will breed, but their offspring cannot breed. And that's the ones that was your work mules. See?
Mhm.
Sterile.
Was that a
You'll learn
good
the
thing?
genomics
Was
there.
it a good for them to
I
be
knew
sterile?
that.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Was it good for them to be sterile?
Yes, yes.
Because it wouldn't,
Because-
they could work them.
Okay.
Okay.
But
in the
anyway,
field.
a Georgia mule, when it's raised in Georgia, always had a reputation of not being as good a work animal as the mules grown in Tennessee.
Now that's why I don't understand.
anyway.
They'd go to Tennessee to buy them because it wouldn't work better.
Mag had a horse, had a mule colt. Her name was Queen. We named her Queen. Well, Queen, when she got big enough to work, I don't know whether it was, I think it was Moosey Paul was plowing her in the back of the field up there. And there was we had dug a ditch where water could run from the field into the road without getting the land too wet. And as Moosey was plowing Queen by that ditch there, an old corch whip, which is a snake, he's a fast running thing.
Mhm.
He's not poisonous. But he came out and got after Queen.
What do you
Uh-oh.
mean, chased them?
Queen, it's like they scared her slam to death. So she jumped and everything, and she somewhere or another got away from the plow and Moosey, and she went home.
Mm-mm.
And from then on, and I was plowed a lot of times myself, but when she went by that ditch, she would not go close to that ditch. Every time she went,
She remembered.
she would go by she's afraid that snake was going to come out of that ditch again.
Now that's remember it.
Well, see, that's a smart mule. That's not a dumb mule. That's a smart one.
I tell about going to dinner.
Okay, we had a mule. I don't know what mule it was. Before my time. And Lewis was in the field.
It's with another brother.
Look, my second oldest brother, Lewis. Carter was older. Lewis was next. Well, Lewis was plowing in the field, and somebody called him and said, "Lewis, you need to get to the house in a hurry." And so he took the mule away from the plow, and he got home and he was riding it in the house, and he darted or something or another to miss a stump or something like that, and he threw Lewis into a tree, I think it was, a stump, and broke his back.
Oh my gracious.
Broke his back.
I never heard that one before.
Wow.
And Lewis couldn't walk for several years that hardly. Finally he got where he could walk, and he exercised and everything. He went to Akron, and he made car tires. He worked for Goodrich. He was the rubber cutter. When they'd make the tire, he would cut the rubber to put around the tire to make the tread.
Oh.
And then they would cook it, see. And that's the only job he ever had in his life, making tires for Goodrich.
Gracious.
Well, Bill, which about the mule that went to dinner?
Huh?
What about the mule that went to dinner every day?
Oh, oh, Jane. Oh, Jane. Jane was a sorry mule in a lot of ways. She was lazy and wouldn't walk fast enough plowing, see. But anyway, Bud Cater Cox, he married Papa's sister's daughter, Cousin Ruby. And they lived down the road from us about 2 miles away. That's probably Marcia.
Hello? Hello? This is William's wife. What can I do for you?
Who's that?
Hello, hello? Hello?
Okay.
Somebody's looking for William. Had a foreign accent.
Okay.
Goodness. Did she sound sweet?
She sounded
Anyway,
foreign.
we were talking about old Jane.
Did she have an Indian accent?
What we're talking about, Jane?
Yes,
All right, so Jane, yeah.
What we're talking about, Jane?
Yeah, the lazy
Okay.
mule. Lazy ass.
Bud Cater married Cousin Ruby, and they lived on the road about 2 miles.
a girl called back.
And he had a lot of wages hands, and each one of them had a plow. He had about 18 wages hands, and he'd ring the bell for them to come home to dinner, see, take out the mules and come to dinner. And he'd ring that bell like this. It was up on a pole, bell about big as that is now, just like Shirley's got at her house now. And you'd ring that bell. Well, we could hear the bell at our house too. And when you was plowing old Jane out in the field, I don't care if you was out in the middle of the doggone cornfield, and the roads run this way, and you was in the middle of that road. When that bell rang, Jane stopped right there. She wouldn't move until you undone her from the plow and let her go home.
She was ready to eat dinner.
So she would plow to the end of the road. So you had to undo the trace chains and get on her and ride to the house. Take the hames and collar off of her and put her in the barn and give her some corn and hay to eat, see. But she wouldn't finish that row out.
She was a union mule, definitely, right? Union wages, right.
So when that bell rang, that half a day was gone.
Wow.